While creating a project, mixing different furniture finishes and even different models can yield very interesting results. At any point during the creating of your scene, you can modify the generic finishes of your objects and items. In the Scene drop-down menu, click on Generic Finishes. You can also use the relevant shortcut button on your toolbar. If you wish to alter the entirety of your project, that is to say change every item to a new finish without any exceptions, then you can make your modifications directly here. By confirming this window, the software will modify all the pieces of furniture accordingly. To only change some items and not all of them, in the Generic Finishes window, go to New to create new generic finishes for the scene. You can name these generic finishes or simply leave the default name, which corresponds to the front model you choose. In our example, we will only alter the finishes and not the front model. We name our finishes Wood to differentiate them from the same model that is already in the scene. Then, we change the different finishes and finish by clicking on OK. Let's now select the pieces of furniture that we want to modify. Right-click on them and select Finishes. We now find the finishes that we just created. Make sure that you choose them in the bottom of the window in Generic Settings of the scene. Before we confirm our choices, we must remember to stick our finishes to our selection, the elements that we selected previously. Now we can click on OK. To quickly see the results, let's go into 3D view. It is important to use this particular method to fix different models or different finishes in the same scene. Indeed, you may be tempted to directly change the finishes of one or more pieces of furniture, simply by right-clicking on them and then on Finishes. Be careful with this method, because in commercial documents, the results will be less legible and more prone to error. So, be careful with how you modify the finishes of one or more items of furniture.